back to our sessions on hand quilting. Kantha with block print is one of the most beautiful techniques if done correctly. As Kantha is one of the oldest form of embroidery and also the easiest, adding block print and quilting into it makes the final outcome nothing but beautiful. I'm sure all of us have seen these quilts somewhere or the other. So why not learn this technique today so that you can make such amazing pieces by yourself in the future. The materials you will need to learn this technique are: the materials required are fabrics, motifs, foam, embroidery threads, needle box, scissors, scale, beaded pins, marking chalk, acrylic colors, brush, wooden blocks. Let's begin. Take a fabric, mark 10 inches in length and width using a marking chalk. Draw a straight line with the help of a scale. Carefully cut along the markings. Now, let's print our design onto the fabric using blocks. To keep your work neat, place a waste fabric below the main piece to prevent the color from smudging. Take a broad brush, green acrylic color, and a block to get started with printing. Spread the color on the block evenly using a broad brush, as you can see here. Place the block on one corner of the fabric to get an impression of the design. Repeat the same procedure on the other 3 corners as well. Do it along with me to understand the procedure better. Here, I will be changing the block to print the center of the fabric as shown. Leave it to dry for 3 to 5 minutes. Now using a scale and chalk, mark along the width with a distance of 1 inch. Extend these points in straight lines. Again, draw a line parallel to the existing one. Repeat the same procedure for the rest of the lines. time to embroider the Kantha work on the product. To do this, place a fabric and 2 layers of foam below the main fabric. Secure it carefully using beaded pins. Thread the needle using a red anchor thread and sew a running stitch on the first line. Now, for the second row, switch the anchor thread to brown and continue sewing with running stitch. Following the same procedure, sew along the remaining lines. Remember to switch the color as we have done earlier. Once done, make sure to turn the fabric and tie a knot. Cut the excess thread using scissors. To give the product a neat finish, place a plain fabric over the main fabric. Secure it with beaded pins and stitch. Remember to leave one side open and turn the fabric to the right side. Once the stitch is complete, cut the extra fabric and add notches to the corners. Now turn the fabric to the right side through the space left and sew an invisible stitch. With this, our first product is ready. Following the same procedure, I am going to show another technique to understand better. For that, take a piece of fabric of 10 inches in length and width. Divide into 3 equal parts and start marking along the length and width using a scale and marking chalk. Mark 3 points with a distance of half centimeter. Extend the lines according to the marking. Place the waste fabric below and start printing using red acrylic color. Spread the color evenly with the brush and place the block in the first box to get an impression of the design. Follow the same steps and complete the remaining boxes. Leave it to dry for the next 3 to 5 minutes. The placement of this design is known as a mirror repeat. You are free to use a technique of your choice. Now arrange the fabrics with the plain fabric and add 2 layers of foam below the main fabric. Secure it with beaded pins. Thread the needle with a light green color thread and sew a running stitch. After completing the first line, switch the color to blue and continue sewing with running stitch for the second row. Again, switch the color to dark green and complete the third row. Following the same technique, complete the remaining rows as well. Watch carefully to understand the procedure. Once done, turn the fabric, make a knot and cut the excess thread. Now, it's time to give a neat finish to the product. Take a plain fabric and place it over the main fabric. You will have to stitch all the 4 sides. Make sure you leave one side open. Finally, give notches at the corner and turn the fabric to the right side. Then, stitch the open side using an invisible hemming. your Kantha quilt using block print is complete. You can do wonders, play with the different styles, and create as many products as you want using this technique. Once you are done, don't forget to send us pictures of your beautiful products and get featured on our buzz. Until then, keep building skills, building you.